यतीराय जाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित् सुख स्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे स्वामिने तापहारिणे गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति 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 Page 22
रामकृष्णाय ॐ नमो भगवते रामकृष्णाय
ॐ नमो भगवते
Page 134. हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। ओ हो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। ओ मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। हम चलेंगे साथ साथ, डाले हाथों में हाथ, हम चलेंगे साथ साथ एक दिन। ओ हो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। हम चलेंगे साथ साथ, डाले हाथों में हाथ, हम चलेंगे साथ साथ एक दिन। ओ मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। होगी शांति चारों ओर, हर किसी का आज ये दिन। ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन।
नहीं डर किसी का आज, नहीं डर किसी का आज, नहीं डर किसी का आज के दिन। ओ मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन।
सत्य मुक्त करेगा हमें, सत्य मुक्त करेगा हमें, सत्य मुक्त करेगा हमें। ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन।
सत्य मुक्त करेगा हमें, सत्य मुक्त करेगा हमें, सत्य मुक्त करेगा हमें। ओ मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन।
हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन।
हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। ओ मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन।
सत्य मुक्त करेगा हमें, सत्य मुक्त करेगा हमें, सत्य मुक्त करेगा हमें। ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन।
सत्य मुक्त करेगा हमें, सत्य मुक्त करेगा हमें, सत्य मुक्त करेगा हमें। ओ मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन।
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 हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। ओम श्री राम कृष्ण भगवान की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय। Om, page 95. परम पावना कृष्ण परमात्मने परिपूर्ण।
परम पावना कृष्ण परमात्मने परिपूर्ण।
परम पावना कृष्ण परमात्मने परिपूर्ण।
परम पावना कृष्ण परमात्मने परिपूर्ण। सुगंधों में
परम पावना कृष्णा परमात्मनि परिपूर्णा
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 परमात्मनि परिपूर्णा
परमात्मनि परिपूर्णा
परमात्मनि परिपूर्णा
परमात्मनि परिपूर्णा
परमात्मनि परिपूर्णा ॐ श्री राम कृष्ण
भगवान की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय।
Om, page 32. जय जय जननी जय श्री शारदमणि करुणारूपिणी जय मां।
जय जय जननी जय श्री शारदामणि करुणारूपिणी जय मां।
जय जय जननी जय श्री शारदमणि करुणारूपिणी जय
प्रकृति
आज्ञा शक्ति परमा प्रकृति
आज्ञा शक्ति परमा प्रकृति
शरण गति तुम्ही
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 ओम श्री राम कृष्ण भगवान की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय श्री अम्बे अम्बे मात की जय
Om Namo Narayanaya, dear sisters, brothers, and our loving children. It's always wonderful to have you here this morning on a Sunday morning. We ask the little children to please go to their classes. Yesterday was the birthday of our revered Gurudev Swami Nischalanandji Maharaj. So today Anusha Hansji will tell us about Swami Nischalananda.
ॐ ऐं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय श्रीरामकृष्णाय नमः. Om Namo Narayanaya to revered Prarajika Ishtaprana Mataji, dear sisters, brothers, and loving children. Swami Vivekananda said, leadership is a work of responsibility. It is a duty. If the common concept of leadership attaches itself to words like respect, fame, social status, etc., then Swamiji asks for the use of these words instead. Sacrifice, dedication, and service from a leader. According to Swamiji, effective leadership is important for the welfare of society. Effective leaders are able to uplift and benefit an organization and the people who are connected to it. And a true story that illustrates this best is seen from the birth of the Ramakrishna Sarada Ashramas in South Africa, which was founded by Swami Nischalananda, whom we affectionately refer to as Gurudev. Gurudev was born on 22nd July 1925 in Newcastle, Northern Natal, and yesterday was his 98th birthday. The simple and practical teachings of Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda inspired him. He learnt that the goal of life is to realize God, and whoever strives and yearns for God sincerely can see God. As a young boy, he felt great compassion for suffering humanity. His heart pined for the poor and the miserable, for whom he shed tears. Gurudev gave food, clothing, and shelter to those in need, without telling anyone. He grew up during the apartheid times in South Africa and recognized that there was intense division, especially within the Indian community, on the lines of caste, language, and methods of worship. Hindus in South Africa were losing faith in religion and ancient culture. Gurudev dedicated his life to inspire Hindus in our age-old culture, tradition, and religion. He had been exposed to the teachings of Master, Mother, and Swamiji from the age of 17. These teachings state that we are the manifestations of one infinite, omnipotent reality or consciousness called God. Based on this, Gurudev started the Ramakrishna Sarada movement in South Africa. Many Hindus within the Indian community recognize the importance of an organization of this nature, one that has a solid spiritual foundation, yet is able to continuously evolve, adapt, and change. Thus, the people supported Gurudev and paid for him to go to India with the intention of receiving training as a Swami and to return to the South African people. He sailed to India on 4th February 1948, promising to return to South Africa to serve his country. He was not able to take sannyas at Belur Math, the headquarters of the Ramakrishna order, as there was no guarantee that he would be sent back to South Africa. However, Gurudev was determined to do the master's work and still found a way to become a monk and return to South Africa. He went to Vashishta Guha, the north of Rishikesh, and sought initiations from Swami Purushothamanandaji Maharaj. This great saint was a direct disciple of Swami Brahmanandaji and Swami Shivanandaji, who were direct disciples of Sri Ramakrishna and the presidents of the Ramakrishna order. Thus we notice how innovative and resourceful Gurudev was. He recognized that we could not progress due to being segregated. He also had the courage to take action, and he did something tangible to remedy the problem that he identified. He found a way to go to India to become a Swami, and when the direct path of becoming a Swami through the Ramakrishna order was not an option, he still found a way to achieve his goal by being initiated by a direct disciple of those who created the order. Such was his determination and strong willpower. And having gained much experience, he returned to the South African shores in September 1953 at the age of 28, bringing a message of hope, faith, and love. Thousands of people welcomed this great soul, the first South African to be initiated into sannyas. Although he struggled, Gurudev was determined to fulfill his mission. His unparalleled enthusiasm and dedication enabled him to be successful. Gurudev became a source of inspiration and a guiding light, giving comfort and knowledge to all who came to him. He educated and enlightened many Hindus by clearing their doubts about religion. He gave correct interpretations to our scriptures and removed superstitious beliefs by answering religious questions using the teachings of our Holy Trinity. What is truly worthwhile noting is that Gurudev did all this between the age of 17 and 23. Thus, this organization was built by a youth for the youth to take forward. It was built to be as adaptive and progressive, keeping in mind the core foundations of the teachings of Master, Mother, and Swamiji. It is therefore necessary that the youth be actively involved, as they are generally aware of the challenges that are facing society today as they are facing it themselves, and they do require many coping mechanisms. Gurudev's vision to create an organization for the upliftment of people in South Africa bore fruit by his foundation of numerous activities in the form of medical camps, food distribution, educational activities, and various outreach programs and Hinduism classes for children. These are all areas where youth can develop themselves spiritually and prepare themselves for leadership roles, or at least be able to guide others in a significant way. All these programs and the organization in general have been immensely successful for over 70 years. Our presence here today indicates the success of this organization. We have a wonderful opportunity to develop ourselves and be a part of what Gurudev started so many years ago. We are indeed so blessed, as it was Gurudev who had bought this very property that we stand here today on, the Sri Sarada Devi Ashram, which is so close to our hearts and truly our spiritual home. A few weeks ago, I also recalled my own childhood memories of participating in the children's rally, traveling on the bus to the hall in the early hours of the morning, and marching to the streets of Durban, chanting the divine name of Sri Ram. The most memorable, though, is that we were blessed by the presence and mentorship of Revered Mataji, who ensured that we presented our items perfectly. Whilst on stage, we would glance at Revered Mataji to ensure that we are performing at our best. It was so indeed heartwarming to see the same still to this very day with our own children. Thank you, Mataji, for the continuous spiritual guidance. Swami Vivekananda said, "The earth's bravest and best will have to sacrifice themselves for the good of the many, for the welfare of all." Gurudev lived for the upliftment of humanity. His arrival heralded an epoch of spiritual renaissance, never seen before among the Hindus in South Africa. Inspired by his dynamic personality, his powerful oratory, tireless work, and compassionate heart, other Hindu organizations awoke to the crying need of the Hindus. All the activities that the ashramas are presently engaged in were first initiated by our revered Gurudev, and some of these include weekly children's classes, educational and religious workshops, the annual Children's Cultural Festival, and the distribution of food hampers in the Ramakrishna clinics, which serve so many. We therefore encourage our youth to be active members of the society and to make a meaningful contribution, not just to help themselves, but to help the society at large. Then only will we be able to serve and live our life according to the teachings of Swami Vivekananda, that service to man is worship of God. Faith makes the impossible possible. God's grace comes to those who have sincere faith and inner strength. God approaches the devotee whose heart is full of faith and devotion. And Swamiji says, "The ideal of faith in ourselves is of the greatest help to us. God knows our true thoughts and feelings." Our Master says, "Many warm themselves in the fire kindled by someone else who has taken the trouble of collecting the firewood and other articles." Similarly, many fix their minds on God by associating with holy people who have realized God through much effort. Shri Sarada Devi's simple life and profound teachings give us the true meaning of life. The Almighty Lord, feeling compassion for suffering humanity, takes birth age after age to show us a way to peace. We must try to cultivate qualities like patience, forbearance, and love in order to progress. We must have strong moral and ethical values, a strong personality, and a good character. On this day, let us resolve to pray regularly, to study the scriptures and keep good and holy company. A positive attitude can change a situation and make it easy to cope with challenges. Gurudev practiced and introduced the 4 important yogas to South Africa, namely Bhakti, Jnana, Karma, and Raja Yoga. And thousands of years ago, Shri Krishna blessed humanity with these teachings. Hundreds of years ago, our Master, Mother, and Swamiji blessed us with their divine teachings. Through them today, we have been blessed with the birth of a spiritual gem like Gurudev. The compassion and grace of our Holy Trinity worked through Gurudev and brought peace, goodwill, and solace to thousands of Hindus in South Africa. Swami Vivekananda rightfully said, "The Guru is the bright mask which God wears in order to come to us." There is no doubt that Gurudev was guided by a divine power. Gurudev's writings indicate his spiritual experience as he felt the living presence of God. He wrote, "Do you see how he, that is God, has draped the lotus of my heart with his eternal presence? He awaits no invitation, friend. Like a monarch, he has seated himself in the inner cavity of my being and holds the bridle of my senses in his hands, and whither he directs me, I must go." May the life of our Gurudev inspire us Godward. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Thank you very much, Anusha. Yes, it was a great blessing, and somehow, although I was only 6 years old, I actually remember the day that we were taken to the Amgeni Road temple where Gurudev lived when he returned from India, as there was no ashrama at that time, And Gurudev lived in a small room at the Amgeni Road temple. And being so young, we had never seen anyone in an ochre cloth. We had never seen those brilliant, sparkling, meditative eyes. And I remember in my mind, I thought, who is this person? And of course, as we grew, we were very, very blessed to be at Gurudev's feet, to attend the yoga camps, which many times I have spoken about, to also participate in the cultural festivals from the age of 8 till whatever age. It was indeed an experience in life, a very blessed experience in life, and surely it is through the grace of Master, Mother and Swamiji that Gurudev was born in South Africa, brought their teachings here, and allows us to progress. May Gurudev, our revered Guruji, Swami Shivapadananji Maharaj, Master, Mother and Swamiji, always have their compassionate glance on all of us and protect us, save us, and direct us forward. Thank you, Anusha. We'll all sing together the Hanuman Chalisa, page 234.
Anjaneyaya Vedamahe Vayuputraya Dhimahi Tanno Hanuman Prachodayat. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Shri Guru Charana Saroj Raja Nijamana Mukaya Sudhar Vairana Raghuvara Vimala Yasha Joyayaka Phalachar Buddhihina Tanujanike Sumiro Pavana Kumar Bala Buddhi Vidya Devu Modi Harahu Kalesha Vikar. Jai Hanuman Jnana Guna Sagar Jai Kapishati Uloka Ujagar Ramadutta Tulita Baladama Anjali Gotra Pavana Sutanama Mahavira Vikrama Bajrangi Umane Nivaira संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्ष उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत सम भाई सहस बदन तुम्हारो यश गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा नारद तारद सहित अहीशा यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हारो मंत्र विभीषण मारा लंकेश्वर भय सब
Let us meditate for a few moments, feeling the presence of God in our hearts. Salutations to the true Guru, who is the embodiment of the bliss of Brahman and the bestower of supreme happiness, who is detached, knowledge personified, and beyond duality, who is like the sky and is indicated by such Vedic dicta as "Thou art that," "You are Brahman," and who is one, eternal, pure, immovable, the witness of all the changes in the buddhi, the intellect, beyond all states and devoid of the three gunas. The grace of the Guru is the basis of liberation.
Hara Hara